Welcome to today's discussion on HTML, rendering inside iframes versus HTML files. Welcome to today's discussion on HTML style. If you're a web developer or designer, you've likely encountered situations where HTML content behaves differently when rendered within an iframe compared to when it's loaded as a standalone HTML file. This can lead to frustrating layout issues and inconsistent user experiences. In this video, we'll explore the reasons behind these differences and provide insights into how browsers handle HTML rendering in both scenarios. So, let's dive into the main question. Why does HTML rendered inside an iframe render differently from an HTML file? To answer this, we need to understand how browsers process HTML content. When a browser loads an HTML file, it follows a standard procedure to parse and render the content. The browser reads the HTML code, identifies the structure and layout of the document, applies styles and scripts, and finally displays the rendered content. However, when HTML is rendered inside an iframe, things work slightly differently. An iframe is essentially a container element that allows you to embed another HTML document within a web page. When a browser encounters an iframe, it creates a new rendering context for the embedded content. This means that the HTML inside the iframe is processed independently of the surrounding parent document. One key aspect to consider is how styles and scripts are applied in both scenarios. When an HTML file is loaded directly, styles and scripts are applied globally, affecting all elements on the page. However, when HTML is rendered inside an iframe, styles and scripts are scoped to the iframe's content only, which can lead to differences in layout and behavior. Another crucial factor is how browsers handle box models and sizing within iframes. When an iframe is resized, or has a specific width and height set, its contents may not adapt seamlessly, leading to potential rendering issues. In contrast, when an HTML file is loaded directly, the browser can more easily adjust the layout based on the available viewport size. To illustrate these concepts, consider an analogy. Think of an iframe as a separate room within a larger house, the parent document. The room has its own decorations and furniture, styles and scripts, which are designed to work harmoniously within that specific space. Now, imagine trying to move those same decorations and furniture into the main living area of the house. They might not fit or function as intended due to differences in layout and context. To summarize, HTML rendered inside an iframe is processed independently of the surrounding parent document. Styles and scripts are scoped to the iframe's content, leading to potential differences in layout and behavior. Browsers handle box models and sizing within iframes differently than when loading an HTML file directly. Understanding these differences is crucial for building consistent and well-behaved web applications. We've explored why HTML rendered inside an iframe can render differently from an HTML file. By understanding the nuances of how browsers process content in both scenarios, you'll be better equipped to tackle layout issues and build more robust web applications. If you would like further clarification on this topic, please leave a comment below. If you found this video helpful, consider liking it and subscribing for more in-depth discussions on web development topics. We'd love to hear your feedback and engage with you further.